So when you have year groups like year 7 who've never done this, they've done this thing, as I said to you in primary school, which is, oh, look, you finished first, go sit on the top table. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like that. So everything about today's session is layout. All right? That's it. If you get your layout wrong, I'm going to tell you do it again. I don't care if you get the right answer. I really don't. So I'm going to explain to you how to do this step by step. And each step I'm actually going to write out. First one, step 1. Let's do it like step unos. Step 1. All right? Underline your keywords. Okay? Now, your keywords. Oh, I had them here. Oh, no. What have I done with the keywords? I had keywords. Have I kind of... Anyway, I will show you what the keywords were. I thought I'd written them there. All right. Okay. So in today's lesson, so keywords, let me just take a copy of this. I'm going to put that over here. Keywords are things that we teach you in class, things in your revision guide. These are keywords, okay? So in today's session, your keywords have everything to do with the equation, the formula sheet, the equations that I'm going to use here, all right? That's what they are. So what are they? In today's sessions, which ones am I using? So I'm going to talk about mass. So M is mass. We're going to talk about W, which is weight. We're going to talk about gravity, which is G. I might not use the word gravity today. We're going to talk about no, I'm not going to talk about a constant yet. We're going to talk about force. We are going to talk about area. We are going to talk about energy. E. And we're going to talk about V, which is velocity. These are your keywords, at least, right? The most velocity. All right, so these are keywords that we're going to talk about, all right? And you have to get your layout right, okay? That's it. So step 1, underline your keywords. These are your keywords as are them. These are the majority of them. There might be some more, okay? Let's attach that there. Let me get another arrow, okay? And attach this arrow here, okay? So you're looking for these. So when you read a question, you've got to look for these. All right. This is all the physics. Pick your keywords. All right. So when you get to this, I'm just going to pick my highlighters. Question 1. A toy car. Actually, I don't care what it is. This is why a toy car is not a key word. You could turn around and say a bicycle, an aeroplane. You could talk about anything. So that's not a key word. All right. It has a mass. That is a key word. It accelerates. That's a key word. Calculate the force, right, needed to move it. So these are my keywords. Right now, I don't care about the numbers. Calculate is a command word telling you what to do. Work out, press some buttons on your calculator, all right? Okay. So you look in your equation sheet, or your formula sheet, if you get it in when you are going to get it in your exam, you look, think, right, these are my keywords. Which of these keywords come up? F equals ma. Force equals mass times acceleration. All right, cool. F equals ma. Step 2, now that you've underlined your keywords, write out your formula. Write out your formula. All right, formula. Do it. Doesn't matter. And half of you, I don't need to. This is the easiest question. I would never, ever put this question on a test that I give or on an exam paper, on a higher paper. I just wouldn't. It's too easy. The problem is you've got to change how you do this. So write out your formula. What was my formula? W equals mg. And I say that, tongue in cheek, I was the same actually. If you told me to do this, and I remember my chemistry teacher driving his head, just going nuts, telling me to do this. So I don't mean it in terms of, look at me, I was better than you. No, I wasn't. I was the same. And it took me a long time to really understand why my teacher was so annoyed by this. All right, so F equals FA. There's no plus, there's no minus, so this means F equals M times A. All right? Believe it or not, you get, on a lot of questions, 1 mark for getting this far. All right? Next step. Right, T. Substitute. So I'm going to write that to the side here. Sub in your values. I'm using a maths term. Sub in your values. Okay. I don't need to use that, but I want you to get used to that as well. So what do I mean by sub in your values? From the question, we know mass is 0.5. There it is. So I'm going to write F equals my mass 0.5. Oopsie daisy. 0.5 times 0.2. All right. That's it. So all you got to do, this is what you call subbing your values. Change your letters to numbers. All right. At this point, was it 0.2? No, it was 2. Oh my God, no one corrected me. You didn't correct me. All right. So 0.5 is a mass, the acceleration is 2. Even at this point, use a calculator. F equals 1. Newton. I don't care if you remember newtons, I really don't. All right. I'm not bothered. That sounds really bad. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody who teaches physics, I don't care if you get your unit right. I care if you get your calculation, your layout right. Afterwards, we'll deal with units. I've gone through them once, but that's more like learning stuff. All right. This is what I want to see for every single question. That layout. Right. And I've been really honest with you, year 10. I would never put this question on a test. I might put it on a year 7 test. I probably would actually. I'd never put it on a year 10 test. If you get your layout right, you will murder physics. All right? The 2 things you need to get right to get a really good grade in physics. Your units, we've looked a bit at them, and your layout. All right, someone said something. Hold on. Ahmed. Yeah, that's one of the key words, dude. That's what I mean. It's over here somewhere. Oh, I didn't write it in. It was something we did last week, but I don't expect you to remember it. A also equals acceleration, darling. For area, we tend to have big A, not little a. All right. Sorry, sweetheart. Thanks for that. I missed that one out. So right now, I don't expect you to remember any of these. That's why I've put them there. All right. But what I mean by that is these are your any of these. I don't expect you to remember any of the units of these. It'd be nice if you could, but who cares? Get your layout right. In terms of, and I was saying to one of the classes, so you get an idea of where I'm coming from. Next week, I'm moderating an entire department. And this box here is full of paperwork for me to go through. All right. Now, what I'm looking at is what the students can do. And a big one, a really big one for me, right? And now I'm talking to somebody who's a moderator and an examiner. If in a school you don't lay your work out like this, I blame your teachers for it. Because this can raise your percentage by about 20%. So you can take someone who's a grade 4 and take them to a grade 6. It is the reason that in England, we know that girls outperform boys in everything. When I was growing up, boys tended to be better on average at physics and maths. We don't even do that anymore. All right? It's because, I don't know. I can't remember being your age and what my head was like, but I do remember not underlining my keywords. And I do remember not laying out properly until my teacher just went, right, do it. And I actually started doing it and my grades just shot up. All right. So I'm going to stop that record.